appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So let's have an empty cup when you're on Lady Noble channel and you really want to see what's up. Collector, we're starting off with judgment. There is something that spirit is trying to get your attention regarding. This could be a relationship or some kind of experience that you're having within a connection. This relationship doesn't have to be romantically. This could be a business partnership. This could be something at work. I'm picking up work, employee, occupational energy immediately. Or this is some kind of experience that you're having that you're uncomfortable with. And spirit is saying, for you to acknowledge that you need to, take action, because there is a lot of newness and prosperity that awaits you. As you see, Lucky is on his shirt. The word Lucky is on his shirt right here. And the drums are beating in the background as well as the trumpet is blowing here. So there's a need for you to not disregard the spiritual nudge that you have been given. Now, if this isn't a relationship, this could be the way you think or feel about yourself that could be impacting you. But whatever these feelings or emotions that you are experiencing, this judgment is being called because your spirit team, your ancestors, are trying to get your attention and let you know that, hey, there's a lot of great things that are awaiting you, and we don't want you to miss out. Not only are we blowing the trumpet, but we're also beating the drums, and we're trying to communicate with you through signs and synchronicities in your awakened state, in your dream state. We're trying to communicate with you to let you know to no longer disregard. And so they're showing that there are many things that are positive that you would be very shocked, they're saying, that is awaiting you. But it's time for you to surrender or release either a person out of your life, um, This could be a relationship, or maybe how you feel. They're saying your perception about yourself. Maybe there's a need for you to work on your confidence, because this is attracting and magnetizing the wrong opportunities towards you. And so they want you to know, hey, because it looks like they're partying here in this card, right? We're having a good time. There's a lot of good things happening. But while you're there on planet Earth, we're trying to let you know, hey, there's good things waiting to cross your path, but we need you to pick up the pieces. We need you to surrender some things. If it's a relationship that is not serving you for your highest good, you just may need to disconnect from that relationship. Whether this is a business partnership, a friendship, a family member, maybe you're in an unhealthy marriage, whatever it is, they're saying that you know what it is, and whatever these emotions are, they're very heavy and they have been burdening and stressing you. And with the cross at the end of this guitar that they are playing here, they're saying that you need to beat to your own drum with the drums here, and that you can hum your own tune. You've been carrying someone else's cross and someone else's energy to bear. You're not put here to be the glue or the savior of other people's situation that is outside of you. I'm picking up someone who is like you're there to the rescue all the time when people have problems or issues. But whatever you are experiencing, even if I have not named it, you are here on this channel for a reason. There is a coincidence. There's not a coincidence. There is no coincidence. Excuse me. This is confirmation that it is time for you to stop disregarding how you feel and the changes that you desire in your life. So judgment is being called. Source is trying to get your attention. Your ancestors are trying to get your attention. And with Anubis here at number 8, this is an Egyptian god that represents those who have crossed over. And the blackness here on this jackal head represents, the process of transitioning of the human body as it transition, and, embalming fluid is put into the body, and the discoloration. This blackness here also represents for you to have the final call and be in agreement, not disagreements, but have the final call and be in agreement to dead this situation, to end this situation, this relationship, this unhealthy friendship. Maybe it's a job you're unhappy with. It's time, well, to search for employment elsewhere or seek other opportunities and ideas. Clearly, in this read, with Anubis being here, number 8 representing action, mastery, and accomplishment. It's time for you to accomplish and attain the life that you desire. So they're clearly saying that there's nothing in your way, that you are in your way. These limited belief systems and thoughts that you have about why you have endured many hardships in your life. We are all here to learn, but they're saying there's been too much energy, focus, and emotions on the negative experiences of your life, the negative things that have impacted you in your life. They want you to also be mindful for someone of constantly recanting sad stories, sad events, tragic events. If you need to be in counsel to speak to someone regarding what you're experiencing, that's fine and okay. But you don't want to be that person when every time someone sees you, you're only speaking of what you don't like or what's not going your way. You know, someone says, "Hey, collective, how you doing?" "Oh, let me tell you what happened back in the 90s, so and so happened, and I know we're in 2026, but I just don't feel," they want you to be mindful of recanting that old story, opening up old wounds. They're saying the past is gone and you cannot get it back. So the trumpet is sounding for you to move forward, okay? Because it's time for you to show up in a different kind of energy with the silver chariot here. It's time for you to show up as your true self, in your true nature, standing in your power. It's time for you to show up, with a smile, being happy, not so focused on who has done something to you when it happened and you want to get even. It's time to surrender, to actually go through a process of healing and forgiveness. And when you forgive, this does not mean that you choose to interact with those who have impacted you negatively. This means that between you and the Christ within, between you and the divine, that you choose to wholeheartedly forgive yourself for any areas of the situation, take accountability, and forgive that person. And when you forgive a person, you're not wishing them harm and you're not constantly recanting the story of what happened in the past. You're able to move on and therefore surrender and release any blockages or stagnation that may be in your life. This could be around your finances, your love lives, goals, opportunities, your career, things that you are desiring. So there's a need for you to surrender, release, and be in agreement with thyself. Be in agreement with source that you will forgive yourself and whomever have impacted you. Once again, forgiveness does not mean you give these people access into your life. Forgiveness is for you, not for them. So it's time for you to show up differently. And in order for that to be done, you have to do the work that is necessary. Stop telling that same old story. Do the forgiveness, do the healing. If you need to speak to someone, it's okay to reach out and get some licensed professional help from maybe a therapist, a life coach, a psychiatrist, whomever you need to talk to. Okay, so it's time for you to show up differently because there is a whole lot of love with lovers here that is awaiting you, a whole lot of luck and a whole lot of love. But in order for you to receive and experience this first collective, the work needs to be done. So, as the new year, for those of you who celebrate the Gregorian calendar, all are welcome on this channel. Doesn't matter what your belief system is. But for those who do celebrate, as we're approaching, a new timeline, a new year, a new moment, wherever you are, on your journey, there's a whole lot of love and a whole lot of luck that is awaiting you. But you will not be able to attain or live these fulfilled desires until you do the work. You cannot pretend, you cannot, fake like, "Oh, I'm happy now, I'm healed." No, it's a process. It's a continuous, consistent journey, but it's one that one should always be thankful and grateful to experience, to lighten the load. Doesn't mean that life will be perfect, but it means that you'll be more likely to land on your feet and you'll gain a better understanding of your purpose, of why you are here. And it'll also put you in the energy of being more grateful and thankful. But Anubis is saying clearly it's time to put an end to it. Those who have transitioned, your ancestors are sending the message through Anubis. It's time to let it go. They have moved on. They're on the other side, but you are here, and life is for the living. So you might as well enjoy your life while you are here instead of being sad, depressed, mad, angry, insecure, bitter, holding resentment, being in the energy of plan, plotting, and strategizing and hoping and wishing for other people's downfall. And, you don't want to be someone who's carrying so much resentment within you. That could become an unhealthy thing. And no, this is not medical advice or a diagnosis. I am not a doctor, but, holding that hatred, resentment, anger, can impact and affect your health very greatly. And they could cause you to have to go to see your physician. And the things that your physician is diagnosing you with is tied to some kind of emotional impact that you have allowed to energetically expand into your aura, into and throughout your anatomy, so into your spirit. So you want to be mindful of surrendering, and doing the work that is necessary. There is really, before I close out, there is a such thing as healing. There is a such thing as forgiving, and there is a such thing as really truly living a life of happiness and being grateful. These things really do exist. There are people in the world who are really happy, and I'm not talking about pretending, pump faking, putting on a fake smile, and I'm not speaking of materialism. Material things are fine, but they're temporary pleasures. They'll never sustain the soul. Material wealth is illusional gain. It's for a moment. And so it's better to work on the spiritual rather than relying on the physical. And when these things perish from you, you become so attached that you're emotionally distraught about material things. Or when you're in a relationship and that person's desires change, you become distraught and unable to love again. You close yourself off to the world because you're forgetting that love is beautiful. But don't forget that love is a feeling, and feelings change each and every day for all of us. Doesn't matter whether you're dating, whether you're married, doesn't matter about your upbringing. Love is a feeling, and feelings change.